this is David on David's Brain. Welcome back to our Let's Play Kuni II, Revenant Kingdom for the PS4. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and get you into my Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom. Alright. No more screwing around. Let's finally get open up Mausinger's eyes, shall we?
Oi!
Oi! What do you want, eh? King Evan.
Oh, my!
Please, you must forgive my atrocious manners, Your Majesty. King Mausinger has asked us to extend you the most cordial of welcomes. He wishes you to be informed that he awaits you eagerly in the throne room.
Mm-hmm.
I know the way.
Oh.
Of course, I'll just, I'll stay right here and carry on, guarding. Yeah, that's right. I'm the king. I'm gonna set Mausinger straight. And figure out what's going on with Vermeer. It's been such a long time.
Oi!
Stop out of it, Evan, lad! You got some Mausinger wrangling to be getting done with. Let's hurry up and get him to sign this here declaration, shall we?
Golly.
Let's just hear what everyone's going on about.
Hey!
I'm right behind you guys. Well, because that would be easy to do. But then again, not exactly one for doing things easy.
Hey!
Huh? Excuse me?
Well, don't worry. I definitely know that Mausinger is going to stab Evan in the back, so odds are good that they've planned ahead. Or even then, Evan's definitely more than capable of defending himself. Well, might as well just see how it plays out.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Do I ever do that again? Alright. Let's see what he wants. Or how he's gonna stab me in the back.
Greetings.
Your Majesty, it has been too long. Ah, and I see that Roland is with you. I must thank you again for exposing our susceptibility to infiltration so thoroughly, Mr. Crane. And did you bring the Mark of Kings as requested? Don't panic, it's right here.
Excuse me?
King Mausinger, I come to speak with you as the leader of one nation to another.
Ha!
Ah, yes. I must commend you on your new realm, and on your persistence. Had you failed so abjectly to rule at the first attempt, you will be forgiven for not trying again. I promised Ornella. I said I would build a kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after. And did you mean to do this by convincing others to sign your pathetic little pact, I understand? A fine plan for a naive child. It's not. The Declaration of Interdependence is... Your Majesty, I must insist that you humor the boy's nonsense for not a moment longer. Abandon this pretense. You do not mean to forge an alliance with equals. You mean to bend our kind to your will, just as your father did before you.
Oh, no.
Your motives are painfully transparent, but His Majesty will not countenance such foolishness. Those days are long gone. There will be no pact. Mousekind will submit to the will of the Grimalkin no more.
King Mausinger, please, we have to stop this before it's too late. I see now why you overthrew me. So much has happened between our two kinds. But we can't let it go on. We have to bring the hatred between our peoples to an end.
And what would you know of hatred, boy? Of the taste of shame, of the humiliation of servitude.
Up, here it comes.
The line of the Tildrams ends here, today, at my hand. Oh, how long I have waited for this.
Oh, so we're gonna fight him personally.
Ding Dong Dell will never be yours! Never! Yeah! Come, Tildrum! It is time to meet your fate! Here goes!
I'm all over this.
Who's next?
I'm counting on you.
Do something!
I need your help. Don't give up! I'm counting on you. But
Just showing the foot, kid. That might be the only way to get him to stop. Or, of course, after you smack him down and calm him down. Or just do this.
Humiliated by 2 generations of the same accursed line. Damn you, Tildrum, and all your kind.
we don't have to do this, Mausinger. I didn't come here to fight you. I don't want to fight you.
Come, Your Majesty. You cannot simply bow to defeat. If you do not destroy these worms, our people will never be safe. They will never be free.
Free? Yes, we must be free.
But not like this. Don't listen to him.
Every last Grimalkin must die! Come, Oakenhart! Come to me!
And there it is.
My Kingsbone! Who are you?
Oh, what, you didn't know? He's been right next to you the whole damn time.
I had thought this tedium would never end.
Oh, wait, never mind.
At last it is done, Master.
Vermine.
I hope you can forgive me, Your Majesty. Even I must confess to feeling some small pang of guilt at having encouraged you to slay your dearest friend and patron. But you should not have so readily taken my word over King Leonard's. Those who claim that blood runs thicker than water grossly overstate the case, my beloved fellow mouse.
No!
In truth, your precious king was too nauseatingly good-natured to betray you, to contemplate anything so base as manipulating you into keeping our kind in check. And more fool him, as you are so very easy to manipulate.
Vermine. How could you?
How could I betray my master? How could you be so foolish as to ask such a question? And now, Lord Doloran, I have fulfilled my part of the bargain. My price was the kingdom, if you recall. I hereby claim it.
Okay, here you go.
Yes, of course. You must be rewarded for your faithful service.
What?
Oh wow, who could have seen that one coming?
Doloran, what have you done to him?
I have repaid the debt of a traitor, and not a moment too soon. This accursed kingdom. Not only was its ruler too pure-hearted to succumb to my corruption, even his closest aide proved immune to my advances. In the end, I was forced to settle for this contemptible worm. I have wasted so much precious time. But at last, my plan is complete. What a pity you will not be present to witness its glorious fruition!
Uh-oh.
Oakenhart! Has it really come to this?
Wait! You needn't do this alone. We'll fight him together.
Oakenhart. Let's do this.
I'm raring to go.
Whatever them flowers are popping out, it ain't good. Avoid the polleny stuff and fast them blooms.
Ah, Hickmaker.
All together now! What are these chasey numbers about, friend? Best not find out, Tate. Run away!
Uh-oh. Oh, great, he's poisonous. All right, come on. All right, poison can't get us. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this guy's not. This guy ain't playing around.
I'm counting on you.
Cannot give up yet!
All right, where is he? There you are. Alright, come on, come on!
No.
Ding Dong Dell is doomed. I have doomed it. For my king's bond to have been plucked from me so easily. I was not fit to rule. I was not strong enough. Take my life, children. It is your right. You must avenge your father. No, Mausinger. There will be no more needless death. And this kingdom is not doomed. It will rise again. It will do so because its people will work together to rebuild it. Cat and mouse, hand in hand. My father trusted you. You cannot fail him now.
It says... He believed in me. And I... What have I done?
Mausinger, my dearest friend.
So now we have Mufasa here for some reason. Okay.
Your Majesty.
Be still, Mausinger. I forgive you. Our two kinds have borne each other ill will since time immemorial. The rift between us could not be healed so easily. It was a distance that could only ever be closed one step at a time. But close it shall. One day, we will stand together, hand in hand at last, all thoughts of oppression consigned to history. And you, Mausinger, you will bring this about.
But, Your Majesty, why would you... Why would you trust in one who had failed you so utterly? At whose hand you...
I always trusted you, old friend, and I always will. You see far, further than I ever could. You are a maker of plans, a doer of deeds, a true ruler. Yet there remains in you a lingering shadow of doubt. Doubt in others, born of doubt in yourself. A king must learn to trust his own judgment.
A king? You mean that... You still think me worthy?
Who better to rule over the realm I love than one who loves it just as fiercely?
If it please you. Your Majesty.
It does. And now, I must be on my way. When next we meet, I would have you tell me the tale of a kingdom made great by its wise and benevolent ruler.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Farewell, Mausinger. I leave Ding Dong Dell in your hands. Do not fail me. Become a true king. watch over the land we both love so well.
I will not fail you, old friend.
King Mausinger, I humbly propose that a pact be made between our realms. Will you sign the Declaration of Interdependence?
It's kind of the least you could do after all this, all this stuff you caused.
It is what your father would have wanted, for our two kingdoms to stand as one. And so it shall be.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Let us work together to make a better, more peaceful world.
You have come far, son of Leonard. I will gladly stand beside you, and I will make Ding Dong Dell a kingdom where all races can stand beside one another. The enmity of generations will divide us no longer. I salute you, Evan, Lord of Evermore.
Well, pretty much went how I expected, and not exactly how I expected. Let's see. Alright, you want to make up for killing King Leonard? Then you better do your damnedest to go and make sure this kingdom is something he would have been proud of. As for the Mark of Kings, I will entrust it to your keeping until such time as the matter of the Horned One has been resolved. You may have need of it yet.
Thank you.
I hope that I will be able to return to you very soon. Very good. Now I am ready when you are. Let us swear our pact.
Let our nations be joined for the sake of the world.
Let the banners of war ne'er again be unfurled. United we stand as one single land.
And sure enough, Ding Dong Dell began to change from that day forth. No longer did catkind cower beneath the ground in fear of tyranny. Instead, the Grimalkins stepped out into the sun and saw their brother mice as if for the first time. And the hatred that had divided them for so long melted away like so much snow. Well, perhaps not entirely, but these things take time.
The declaration's finished, Evan. You did it.
Not quite.
And we made peace with Mausinger too, which is something. But his king's bond was stolen, and Doloran really does mean to resurrect the Horned One.
So what if he does? You'll be ready to face him. You'll overcome this trial, just like all the others. After all, if you can as good as unite the whole world, you can do anything.
You're right.
But it's not over yet. And this last part isn't going to be easy.
Any tips there, Mr. Mysterious Boy, or peace breaks out? Yeah, any advice on the Horned One, or who are you? Ugh. Whatever. Anyways,
The time has come. All 4 kings' bonds belong to me. At last, I shall have my heart's desire.
Something's not right. What the flip's wrong with you, man? Pull yourself together.
Chapter 9. To be a king.
Uh-oh. Yep, I was right. Dolaran is Roland's soulmate.
Roland! What?
What the heck is going on? I'm okay. Anyway, never mind me. Did you see that sky? Batu and the others went on a patrol over that way, didn't they?
Gosh.
Yes, they did. Oh, this don't look good. Oh, goody! Now Sephiroth's apparently here and he's bringing down freaking meteor! Oh god, we're in trouble. Oh no. Okay, wait. Maybe not that, but still, just... That can't mean anything good.
It's torn the very sea asunder.
Oh god, that thing is alive! Oh no!
Is that a kingmaker? If it is, it's the biggest I've ever seen.
I'm guessing that's the horned one. Oh god, the other kingmakers are up. Long Fang. Brine Skimmer. Bastion. Oakenhart. The horned one has returned to us at last. Now the people of this pathetic world shall give their souls to bring my beloved Alessandra back to me. Because, yeah, this guy is totally trustworthy. I want to scream, but I can't. More citizens for my kingdom. More power for my king's bond. And with every soul I steal, the more glorious my realm will become.
Ahoy there.
Here we are, Your Majesty. I'm back in one piece. Near enough.
Forgive me.
I'm afraid we have some rather troubling news to impart. I sure do, but I think you probably guessed what it is. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how screwed are we? Let's see here. Lady Trudy. Huh? Let's see. Day in Disasters, yo ho ho. And Yappy. You know, I'm still not feeling too great. You should go speak with Batu and the others, see what they managed to find out. Whatever it is that horn one's pumping out, it's proper horrible, man. I can feel it all the way over my ear. God, I never believed everyone's made back in one piece.
Huh.
So that thing was Allegorious Kingmaker? I guess it's no surprise that things didn't exactly work out for them. Well, yeah. That thing is Allegorious Kingmaker. So, well, yeah, I mean, for a kingdom's Kingmaker to look like something that crawled out of hell? Oof.
Ridiculous.
Can a monstrosity such as that truly be suffered to bear the noble name of Kingmaker? So the Horned One really has returned. Indeed, we encountered the creature in the skies above the Blackened Isle. I recorded on a memolith. You need to see this. So... it appeared along with a large landmass, which we can only assume to be the continent that was lost when the Horned One was sailed away. It's... enormous. Look! It's Longfang! Not just Longfang, lad. The whole blessed lot are there. Brine Skimmer, Bastion, and Oakenhart too. Tis a veritable Kingmaker's conference. But there is something different in their bearing. These are not true Kingmakers. They are facsimiles created through the power of the stolen King's bonds, I would assume. Well, whatever they are, they create some kind of barrier to protect the Horned One. Indeed. And the moment the barrier was raised, the fiend began absorbing a succession of spheres of pure light.
What the?
Spheres of... what could they be? If you will give me just a moment, Roland. Scant moments after absorbing the first of these spheres, the Horned One began to expel a great cloud of black creatures. Yeah, and they went flying off in every direction. Luckily, not too many of them headed this way. Ugh, they look horrible! Yeah, well, what do you expect for the spawns of hell to look like? Ponies?
No.
As to the nature of these spheres of light, it is my belief that they were souls, distillations of the very essence of life. The Horned One was absorbing the souls of the people of the world, and transforming them, enslaving them.
Oh my!
You remember what Doleron did to Vermine, when the life was leached from him, when he became little more than a walking corpse. This is what happens when a person's soul is stolen. And you're saying that's happening to people all over the world, even as we speak? They're being turned into the living dead? How can we turn them back?
Well,
I cannot say for certain, but there must surely be a way.
hmm?
And how come there's none around these parts has had their souls taken hostage, I ask you? I think we may have Lofty to thank for that.
Norman!
Me? I ain't done nothing, man. Nothing, I swear. You didn't have to. What's the one thing our nation has had that the others don't anymore? That's right. A kingmaker. And the bond between you and Evan is still strong. That means we're protected.
Yeah!
Not bad, Mr. Kingmaker. Not bad.
In it though.
And I thought, look at us, a little inkling it might be something like that. Son's the reason, doesn't mean being all important in that. But why has he done all this? Why would he be so desperate to bring back the Horned One in the first place? I believe I can help you there. Oh. Your Majesty! You must forget the intrusion, Evan. Circumstances being what they are. Not at all. You're very welcome.
Now,
On the subject of who Doloron is and what exactly he might want, I believe I have some information that may clarify things a little further. 2,000 years ago, he was the ruler of a nation known as Allegoria, and he made a pact with the Horned One. Though his was a small and insignificant kingdom, by enlisting the aid of such a kingmaker, he sought to make Allegoria great, to bend his singular evil to his will. And that tallies with what Niall told us back when we first learned about Doloron. But things did not go according to plan. Instead, a terrible tragedy befell the realm. Far from growing great, it disappeared from the world entirely. It is believed that he was unable to contain the fiend's all-consuming corruption, and that the entire continent Allegoria stood upon was spirited away to a place between worlds. Whatever happened, Doloron would appear to be determined to revive his vanished land.
What?
But why? Why would he want to bring it back after all these years? I don't know, but I think I understand why he needed all those King's Bonds now. Without them, he couldn't help to control something so powerful. Well, whether we've an inkling as to why or not, I say the Swap's wish is a little more close to becoming true. 'Twas a kingdom-sized chunk of land up here alongside that great creature, that's for certain. But if Doloron's got what he's wanted, why would he be stealing everyone's souls? Well, simple. Kingdom needs citizens to rule over. He needs followers, subjects. The more powerful he grows, the more powerful his kingmaker grows in turn. And one whose ambitions stretch as far as enlisting the aid of such an utterly evil being will surely not be satisfied with merely recovering his lost realm. No. Now that he has the means at his command, it would seem he intends to bring all the peoples of the world under his dark dominion. So he wants to take over the whole world? Well, we can't let him. We won't. That's my job.
Yeah.
And how exactly are we supposed to stop him? You saw the size of that mountain of spikes he calls his kingmaker, didn't you? There is one possibility. Mornstar. The sword said to have sealed away the Horned One's evil all those centuries ago. Wait, Mornstar? Wait, no, that's supposed to be a... Oh yeah, I forgot. Multiverse, right. Mornstar? Alas, its whereabouts are no longer known. But there is yet time. The great evil gathers its forces still. If the sword can be found where it reaches before it reaches its full strength, we may yet stand a chance. But how do we find it if nobody knows where it is? How indeed. Many tale 2 millennia in the making will almost certainly be more fantasy than fact by now, but surely no records from the time remain. 2,000 years, eh? I think we might know just where to find records for that far back, don't you, Evan? Of course! The library in Goldpaw! You're right. If anything from back then did survive, you can bet Bodily will know about it. Then it seems we have a plan of action. We will inform the rulers of the other realms of all that has come to pass. We will rally them to the cause, and make ready to take the Horned One by force. You will seek out further clues as to Mornstar's whereabouts. Alright. Very well. Until we meet again.
Let's see now.
Alright, so we got ourselves... so it's time to go and track down this universe's version of Mornstar. Oh, this just had to happen on my day off. I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Well,
There was nothing in the historical records to suggest that the kingdom's subjects look this way. I strongly suspect that the dark power of the Horned One is warping their appearance.
Oi!
Leander, are those horrible things really the people of Allegoria? I suppose the good folks of Goldpaw like writing to be done on stone. Seems a good idea to me. I have an awful habit of tearing any piece of paper I've ever tried to write on. Mind you, them stone tablets ain't indestructible neither. Why, I could smash one of the blessed things to smithereens with one hand. Feel free to hang back there. Tough guy. Back to the library, huh? Which means more searching through stone tablets. Just think about moving those things around makes my arms tired. Why did I have to write that stuff on those lumps of rock anyhow? And I heard they're still doing it too. What's wrong with paper, huh? What it is, the Horned One's as evil as they come. I don't know how he managed to earn a reputation like that. But I ain't mad keen on finding out neither. Yeah, but before we go and do research on this universe's Mornstar, let's go and check up on how our citizens are doing if they're not freaking the ever-loving god out. Because, yeah, if I saw a giant rock monster that looks like a crawl out of hell, yeah, I would be screaming my head off. With a giant demonic-looking Ben Grimm popping up out of the sky. Oof. Let's just take a look here to see if there's anything new to do. Let's see, no, it's brute strength. Alright. I got a lot of work to do here. Alright, well, we've had ourselves a very eventful day. We managed to bury the hatchet of Mausinger, get his head back on straight. Let's see, King Leonard Mufasa has, well, basically forgiven him for the whole, sorry I killed you and you usurped your kingdom and chased out your son thing. But, you know, you had good intentions. Well, at least not everyone's willing to forgive Mausinger.
Are you ready?
I mean, yeah, if it were up to me, I'd understand, but wouldn't exactly let him off with like a slap on the wrist either. You know what I mean?
Take your time.
I mean, yeah, I get that enough blood's been spilled already. I mean, God, but still, just, I mean, at least let him know, or at least just well, I don't know, just call him a jerk or something. Evan, you really can't be a big old softy. Let's see here. Alright, so we got ourselves a whole lot of side quests and recruiting to do. So, until next time, this is David on David's Brain. Bye-bye!